Hey y'all, this is BG Codes and I am bradgarropy. Welcome to this morning's stream. Back at it on the Remix app. Still going through authentication stuff. Login was really fast. And then everything else has slowed down a little bit. Forgot password is a little involved, but I need to just sit and focus, and that's what this morning is going to be. I got about an hour. That's the goal. We're going to knock it out in an hour. How was y'all's Friday morning going? I have a run tonight that I have to do, and it's 30 degrees in Texas, like 25, and I'm gonna do it anyways. We don't back down because of weather, you know what I'm saying? Alrighty, let's jump on over to the code this morning. I did make like a tiny bit of off-screen progress, but I got so into my head last night thinking about security concerns with the forgot password flow. Basically, like, do you hash the token that you put into the database? And if you hash it, what do you give? Like, what do you send to the user's email? Because if you hash the one that goes into the database and you send the raw token to the user's email, how do you do that find? And I was very tired last night when I was implementing this, and I decided, hey, maybe like that's not the right call. So here's what we have. We've got a create reset token method where we make a random token, we salt it and hash it, and then we drop it in the database. And we return that token. Why do we return that token? Because it's returned from our action on the forgot page so that we can show the user, like normally we would email this, but I don't have email set up yet. So now if that action completes and we have a token, we just show this link, click this link to reset your password. And it takes you to reset with the token. And so if this token is the raw token, not hashed, that means when you hit this page and enter in your new password, and press go, you now need to take that token and figure out how you're going to find it. So figure out how you're going to find that user. Does that make sense? The user hands you a token, you look it up in the reset tokens table, figure out who that user is, and then reset the password that they provided. But if the token in the table is hashed, how do you get it back? So essentially the goal here is to like get hashed reset token from database by the unhashed reset token in and I don't know, maybe VS Code has some suggestions. How do I do this? I don't know. Freaking. Oh, that sucks. No. How do I decline? Okay. I don't know if this is actually going to work, right? Because I'm assuming this hash function, does it do the same thing every single time? It must, right? And we can't use bcrypt.compare because we don't have the hash yet. We don't know which one it is. So let's see if this actually works. Get reset token. We'll use it here. Do we have our database running? We do. And do we have our app running? We do. Okay. And so now on the reset page, when this action is hit, params.token, and now what? That can be undefined. So the very first thing, if not params.token, throw new error, no token provided. Great. If the passwords don't match, throw new error, passwords don't match. And then what does this actually return? That returns the reset token. And from this action, let's just return nothing and see if it works. Let's check our reset token table. Like, let's get rid of them. We do have a user. Okay. So Homer is going to go try to reset his password. So we're going to go to sign in. Oh no, we forgot our password. Click there. Enter in your email. And now we have a link. Homer's going to try to reset his password. And now what happened? Null. Nothing came back. So how do you do this? How do you store a hashed password reset token and still look it up? Unless you're literally going to get all of them and filter that list in the server side, which I think that's dumb. No way. I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome. Okay. Filter conditions and operate. Like equals is great, but I want it to take like a function. You know what I mean? We don't want that. What's mode? Weird. Nope. I don't think it has what we need. Yeah, I don't think it has what we need. So what am I gonna do? I suppose I just store it in the database raw. Or I can always give them the ID. So what is the risk here? If somebody gains access to the database, I don't know. Right. Yes, hashing is one way. Yes. When the user clicks the link in the email, the system retrieves the token from the URL, rehashes it using the same algorithm. Yeah. Well, how? Yes, how do I... Exactly. How do I verify a reset token? Thank you. Okay. But then this should do the same thing, right? I want to see, like... Let's just make a script. Source, new folder, scripts, and I just want to make one called, like, hash. In this case, token's just going to be like my name, let's say. Will this be the same every time? That's the source scripts hash. It's different every time. What if I didn't use this salt? What if I use the same salt? Okay. Node has a hash. Okay. So then the data would be the token. Yes, we know that doesn't work. So that's all the same. Yeah, this is the question that like I really need to understand. What is encode base 64? But you can decode that, so that's what you don't want, right? Yeah. What is .digest? Oh. Okay, then let's do this. Seems complicated. But you can't unhash that. But now at least the same input provides the same output. So over in create reset token is here. We can't do this. We have to import hash from node crypto. And so now we want to just say crypto dot hash. Yeah. Okay. Now we have a hash token. And now here we can do the same thing. But this should give us the same output. Nope, don't want to delete the user. I want to delete the reset token. All right. So again, we're going to sign in. We don't know our password. Homer is going to generate one. There's the token. What's stored in our database? Something I don't know, right? Okay. Now what? Hold on, I gotta text. All right. And so now he can put in a new password and hit reset. And we found the user. Yeah. Okay, so get reset token. It's the user. Forgot's done now. Okay. Fine, it's done. So we can delete this script. Okay, so now on the reset page, we've got the reset token. A lot of error checking here for sure. Okay, so now that we have the token, we know who the user is. And so now we can look up the user. And again, if there's no user associated with it, it's not a valid reset token. Well, let's throw a different error though. Sure, like user not found or something. Yeah. Okay. And so now that we know we have a user, we need to, now we can start like validating the passwords. We'll check for the token expiration in a bit. But now we can say, okay, grab the form. Now we can start looking at the passwords. Oh, if they don't match, then error out. Where does this password stuff normally happen? Okay, yeah. User. So we'll do this error checking here. Just like we probably do this in the sign up route, in the sign up auth. Trying to think about how to separate this stuff. Right now, we'll put it all together and then we'll go from there. Okay. So now the passwords match. So now we need to, yeah, hash the password. Which this should be in here. You got a user ID, you got a new password. Great. Okay, you salt it, you hash it. Then you call the DB update. That is accurate. Just sign in. No, it doesn't do anything with the request. Okay. So update password. User already defined. Yeah. Technically, we don't need to do that right there. This takes an ID and a password, new password. Because this will fail if this user doesn't exist. We'll test all these situations out. So now the password's updated. Oh yeah, now we gotta delete the reset token. What does that return? What is thing? Oh, it's the reset token that got deleted. Okay, cool. And then how do we... Does this ever return? Sign in? No. Still need to check if it's expired. We don't even have that yet. This technically, like, do we really need this? Probably not. Alrighty, yo, say what's up in the chat if you're out there. I see I got a couple of folks watching. Happy Friday. About halfway through my little coding session this morning. Let's delete the token that we got. There's our user. Okay, first of all, can we log in? Let's just make sure. Okay, his password is password. We're going to sign out. We're going to try to sign in again. We forgot. Homer can't remember the link to his password. He puts in a new password of whatever. And it worked. Okay. I am logged in. What if I sign out? Can I sign back in? Homer. And whatever. Ooh, invalid password. Okay, let's see. We gotta put some logs up in here. Uh-oh. That's an invalid password too? This isn't good. Let's reset the DB. Whoops. So let's log out here. What action are we in? The reset action. We'll log out the reset token. Get the user. Passwords. Okay, update password. It's updated user. Deleted reset token. Let's go from there. Check the database right now. We've got Homer, no reset tokens. Homer should be able to sign in with his original password. Yes. Okay, sign out. All right. I really want to like split screen this. That would be really helpful. What are the keyboard shortcuts? Move cell selection. I wanna change that. Anyways, okay. We're gonna sign in. We don't know our password. My name's Homer. Let's go reset. So we've got a reset token. We're gonna give it a new password of whatever. Password does look like it changed, and the reset token does look like it's gone. So it found a reset token. It found a user associated with that reset token with the same ID. We updated that user. Because yes, look, the passwords are different. And then we deleted the reset token. And then we signed him back in. This is why he's here signed in. Now if I sign out, Now it's telling me we got an invalid password. Frickin' why? Okay, why? What's wrong with our update password? So on create user, we give the raw password and it updates. Okay, well. Let's make sure these passwords are what we think they are. And try it again. I think I gotta reset the database because now I can't log in. Classic. So I forgot it. Well, can we sign in with our original password, which is password? Yes, we can. Okay. Now we're gonna forget our password. We've got a reset token. We're gonna click here. We're gonna give it a new password of whatever and hit reset. What do we got? It's null. Why is it null? That's a problem. Oh. New password. And then these are new password confirmation. That's why. That's why I broke. The form data wasn't coming through. So we're gonna reset the database, run through the whole flow again. Sign out. Sign in. Can we do it normally? Yes. We're Homer. Cool. Sign out. Sign in. Forgot password. We're Homer. We're gonna reset our password. Now we've got a token. We're signed in. Everything's great. Token's gone. Let's check the logs. Okay, there it is. Reset action. We got the token. We found the user. We're going to update the password to whatever. We call update password with whatever. Then we update the user and delete the reset token. Everything is good so far. So now I should be able to sign out and sign back in with the new whatever password. Aha! It works. Password reset works, bro. Yeah, this is perfect. rid of all these logs. Now, the biggest thing I'm concerned about here is like, do we really need this lookup by user? That's hitting the database again. So we can simulate this by going through the process and updating the database. So watch. We're going to sign out. We're going to go to sign in, forgot password. We're going to make his reset token, but now we're going to change it because we're going to say user ID 5. Doesn't exist. Cool, and that's like really broken. Okay. What if we can fake this by saying reset instead of reset token user ID, like now we'll just say 5. How about that? User not found. But if I take that away and we don't need the user ID, we can use the request token, reset token. That user ID to do this. That returns the user. Okay. So now what happens here if we have a lot of shit going on right now? Let's reset this database. So previously we got user not found. What about if we go through this process instead of this? We just said 5. It's gonna work. 6B6. Yeah. Yeah. It kind of sucks. So I guess let's keep it. That way, if the user doesn't exist, that's fine. We handle it. I mean, not very gracefully, but we handle it. And that's the whole flow. Now what do we need to do? Separate this logic out a little bit. Should this be in here? How do we handle like sign in and stuff? Like where's our sign in page? That just does the form data and passes it off to a function. It's kind of what this does. But it does more things than just the one thing. Oh shit. Oh, what would this do? Because if we move this into auth and call this like reset password, what does auth depend on? User, session. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what we do. Auth depends on all this. And this is where all this complex crap is happening. Yeah, I mean, let's do that. Maybe this just does this and then passes it off. Does it need the request? For the form data, but after that, no. Oh yeah, for the sign in. Okay, so we know we're gonna need the request. We're not gonna need the email. And if we've got the request, we've got the token. No, we don't. I know you can get the params off the request, but let's be explicit. So even on sign in, what do we handle? Like passwords don't match? Yeah, we do. Okay. So we're really gonna handle a lot. We're gonna take the params. And we're gonna take the form data. And then the rest is up to reset token. Oh, because these don't throw in the actions. They don't. So then we're really just going to get the form data and get the params token and pass it in. Let's grab all of this, stick it into here, and see what we need. Yeah, this is going to be a token. We're already going to have the passwords out of here, so you got like a new password and new password confirmation. Uh-huh. Yeah, and the token. We don't have to deal with form data there. Then the request. We need the request. Now, I feel like we need to validate this here. Not in sign, in reset. Like all this stuff totally happens in Reset password. Yeah, I just don't love this where like I don't know where to validate params.token. I don't know if that should happen in the action. Probably, because guess what? This is going to be Zod in the future. And so Zod will validate this. Okay, it's 9:01. I better wrap this up. I gotta get to work. No, let's... If I didn't do this there, it parses the form data and hands it down, and then this doesn't like it. So now reset password has to take a token as like an optional parameter, which we know like is stupid. You can't do that. So let's validate it right there. It needs all of these things. We'll do the error checking beforehand. And then we don't need this because we know token will be defined. All right, let's run through our flow one more time. We'll reset the database. The app is running. With these windows. Okay. All right, let's sign in with Homer. I'm pretty sure his password is whatever. No, it's not. Oh, we reset the database, so his password is password again. Okay, there he is. We can sign out. Now we're gonna try to sign in again. We forgot our password. Now we should have a reset token. Yes, that took forever. Now our password is whatever. Reset token's gone. We are logged in, but if we sign out and sign back in, and we type in password, it's an invalid password. If we do the same thing and we type in whatever, we're in. Sweet, that worked perfectly. Okay, our forgot password flow is done with the exception of checking, well, two things. The exception of checking expired tokens and a cleanup script that automatically cleans up expired password tokens that have not been used. So clean up expired tokens. Yeah. So other than that, we're done. This was good. I'm learning like so much about authentication and managing all this stuff. It's not that bad. It's just like a lot of little nitty gritty details. You know what I mean? But that's going to conclude today's stream. I got to get on to my Stripe work. Thanks for watching. We'll probably stream again tonight, wrap this up, get the expiration stuff in. And y'all have a good Friday and an awesome weekend. Peace.